This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, February 10th. I'm here with Al, Brennan, Lindsay, and I'm Tori. Let's get right to the Oscars.
Yes,
let's go.
Right.
Huh? Okay,
yeah,
what did y'all
off a little energy. I
right?
like it.
Okay, so what did y'all think of the Oscars last night? I went in going to hate it and turned out being like pleasantly surprised.
I'll keep it brief. I thought we saw some nice baby steps. On I think in 5 years we're going to be where we want to be, but this is a start.
That first 10 minutes blew us away with the Janelle Monáe performance, and then Steve Martin and Chris Rock coming out. They were hilarious. I mean, that's what kept me on my seat or on my couch.
I loved all the fashion, and I was really happy that Parasite won so many awards. 4 awards, right?
4 awards.
That's huge.
Bong Joon-ho. We're going to talk about that later. I loved, speaking of that Parasite won. It was a historic night for a South Korean film to take home Best Picture. The first time a non-English film actually won the top honor. It also won for Best Director, Best International Feature, and Best Original Screenplay. And I loved that the director, Bong Joon-ho, recognized his fellow directors. This made me cry like Martin Scorsese. Watch this.
Thank you so much. When I was young and studying cinema, there was a saying that I carved deep into my heart, which is the most personal is the most creative.
그 말은 that quote was from our great Martin Scorsese. So.
I was crying, and also that interpreter was the real winner of the show. I think we can all agree with that. She's also a filmmaker with Bong Joon-ho. She works with him. Did you also see the Oscars tried to cut off the producer of Parasite at the end of the show? But the audience did not agree. Let's take a look.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so if you don't know who that is, she was Mikey or Mickey Lee. We're trying to get the correct pronunciation. She owns a $4.6 billion South Korean media empire.
Wow.
And they were about to close the show on her, and she had the most beautiful, cute little speech. I thought it was excellent. What'd you guys think?
She's like, everybody's awesome. I love everybody. I mean, it's been 92 years since anything like this happened, so I think it's important to give people the full moment.
Totally.
We can't cut them off like they're people that win every single year.
Totally.
So, I like that everyone in the crowd was their champion and stood up.
It was a little ridiculous to be like, let's not talk about people that are not from America. It was like, come on.
Right. And I'm going to set Brandon up for this because there was a rap lyric that I thought about when I saw the moment between Bong Joon and Martin Scorsese, and Drake says it best. He says there's a moment when your rivals
become your idol.
Oh, I said it backwards. When your idols become your rivals.
Yeah.
And it's like all the people you grew up looking at a poster, now you're competing against them and you're winning. Like, that's real life. That just happened. I think that moment, the gravity of that moment hit him.
I mean, it's paying it forward. Like, you just think of all the people, all the young directors that Martin Scorsese that grew up watching this man, you know, and now you got a chance to be on, not only in the same building. For some people, that's enough, but to be nominated in the same category and then beat your rival or your idol.
Yes.
I mean, that's
And Quentin Tarantino always puts his films in his list so more Americans can know about it. He also directed The Host and Snowpiercer. I highly recommend you both watch all of them. It's very good. All right, two other big winners last night. Joaquin Phoenix took home the award for Best Actor in Joker, and Brad Pitt took home the award for Best Supporting Actor for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, a lot of people are talking about their acceptance speeches, so let's take a listen.
When he was 17, my brother wrote this lyric. He said, "Run to the rescue with love, and peace will follow." Thank you.
Leo, I'll ride on your coattails any day, man. The view's fantastic.
I thought that was so cute. I also was so hoping Joaquin Phoenix would at least mention River Phoenix. I don't know if you all know he was an actor that passed from a drug overdose, but I thought it wasn't too political. Did you guys think so?
I mean, I think these people are human, right? So they're in day-to-day stuff just because they're actors. They're still involved in this stuff.
Right.
So they're thinking about what's going on. And I was talking on the car ride here, actually, to my boyfriend about what he thought about it. And he was like, you know, people get a little bit of space to say what they want. And if you're giving that 45 seconds or that minute, then that's your platform. If that's what you want to do with it. Now, some headlines I read this morning, like Daily Mail said self-righteousness on a pedestal. Someone else on Fox said Oscar winners were ripped by Twitter. So I think a lot of people want to watch these shows and want to see stuff about the movies. But it's hard to tell people to do that when they're human.
I mean, obviously, when it's something that you believe in, you feel like one of your beliefs are being attacked. You're going to be like, oh, this is too political. But at the same time, like we said a couple weeks ago before the Super Bowl, no one had a problem with Trump or Bloomberg pulling out $10 million ads during the Super Bowl. But now if someone says something where it was towards a Republican or some sort of whatever it is that you're speaking out on, then everyone's like, oh, it's being way too political right now.
Yeah, I thought it was actually quite tame.
I did
for
too.
what it was, really,
Absolutely.
I did.
It's an award show.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, guys.
Yeah.
Everyone, not just this panel.
Yeah, you're like yelling at me.
Enjoy it.
Okay.
You know, it's beautiful people wearing beautiful outfits talking about the best movies of the year.
You're right.
Life gets worse from here. Let's enjoy it.
That's true. Well, the Oscars seem to go all in for diversity. I called this on the show. Janelle Monáe. Ooh, she opened the show with Billy Porter. It was good. Take a look.
Tonight we celebrate all the amazing talent in this room. We celebrate all the women who directed phenomenal films. And I'm so proud to stand here as a black, queer artist telling stories. Happy Black History Month.
She killed it. Former hosts Steve Martin and Chris Rock also killed it. They talked about the lack of female directors being nominated this year. Let's take a look.
So many great directors nominated this year. I don't know, Chris. I thought there was something missing from the list this year. Yeah.
Oh boy. Meantime, superheroes Brie Larson, Gal Gadot, and Sigourney Weaver joked about starting a fight club for just women before they handed out the award for Best Original Score. And for the first time in 23 years, a female won that Oscar. And Hildur Guðnadóttir had an inspirational message for other musically inclined girls and women watching. Take a look.
To the mothers, to the daughters who hear the music bubbling within, please speak up. We need to hear your voices.
So she directed the score for Joker. I thought she was excellent. Did it seem diverse, or was it diverse? Did they paint it diverse, or was it actually really well filled out?
I think just like the Grammys, they put a lot of diverse people on the forefront, but then the awards that we saw, it didn't represent that. I think there were a lot of things that I liked, like Queen and Slim didn't even get a look, you know, or even Dolomite, and you saw Eddie Murphy, but not even just the actors, some of the people that designed the costumes, like Ruth Carter, like, she deserves that award. So, I mean, in my opinion, I think a lot of people have felt underrepresented, and so putting all that diversity as the performers is good, just like the Grammys, but we want to see people get the awards.
Because the big award nominees were almost all white except for Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah, but I'm going to take a silver lining out of this one, because obviously I can always be like, oh, there should be more blacks, there should be more women. But one thing that hit me hard was being represented by another former athlete.
Yes, Matthew Cherry.
Matthew A. Cherry winning for Best Animated Series with Hair Love. Now, obviously, this animated film is normalizing black hair. I understand that, and I'm not even going to go into that. I just want to go into this man's story about how he spent 3 years in the NFL, 4 different teams, left out to go out to LA in 2007, and now look at him.
Sounds
and
like
look
your
at what
story.
he's done right now. So we talk about your idols becoming your rivals, and we talk about people that we can look up to. This guy right here, I can definitely look up to him, and I'm on the hunt. I want to be like, that's what I want to be
now,
like.
Let me ask you a question. Who won that award last year? Was that not
Kobe Bryant?
Kobe
2 years
Bryant.
ago.
That's
Kobe
exactly
Bryant.
right.
Yep,
So
yep.
lot to look up for.
Hashtag more than an athlete.
That's
baby.
exactly right. Well, were you guys as confused as I was about Eminem? He showed up and performed his 2003 Oscar-winning song "Lose Yourself" from the movie 8 Mile. Take a look.
He comes once in a lifetime. You better lose.
There were also some meme-worthy reactions from the audience, like Martin Scorsese, who seemed to be taking a little snooze. And of course, actress Idina Menzel looking to be just as confused as we were. But Eminem did tweet this out, explaining, quote, "Look, if you had another shot, another opportunity, thanks for having me at the Academy. Sorry it took me 18 years to get here." So if you don't, he was up for best song.
I'm telling you, I thought this song fit perfectly. You think about how long ago this song came out. A lot of those people in the audience, I guarantee you, listen to that song, get themselves hyped up to go into an audition, hyped up to go into a pitch meeting, hyped up to do a lot of things. So I think that kind of came full circle. And you could. It also did another thing. It showed who would be fun at a party and who's not. Who's the woman that had that sourpuss on her face?
Idina Menzel.
That's like, I've seen that woman at all my comedy shows. Like, just a woman that's unable to laugh or have fun. Like, I like the people that really try to have fun. And Eminem's performing. Come on, y'all.
Yes, he did. Slim Shady. Very well done.
Right.
So far, all of your comments are saying the Oscars did a fantastic job. So write us in if you disagree. But so far, A+ show.
What about us? We did a fantastic job on this first.
We sure did. We sure A+ for A Block. DBL is live. Coming up, more Oscars talk. Our fashionista, Stephanie Jones, is showing you the hottest styles of the night and the ones that might have missed the mark. And you, the viewer, are our 5th host. Do y'all think the Oscars got too political last night? Social media has something to say about it, and you do too. Your comments coming up next.
This February, ask the one you love to be mine and get away to a Sandals Resorts luxury included Caribbean vacation. Watch Daily Blast Live every day for a word of the day. Then enter at dailyblastlive.com/sandals for your chance to win a 4-day, 3-night romantic escape for 2. The winner will be announced on DBL February 26th. What better way to say, be mine?
Hi there, DBL Nation. Kelly Schubert here with the DBL digital team. As always, I'm tracking all the breaking and trending news, and we do have breaking news coming into the studio right now. There is a shooting at a Walmart in Forest City, Arkansas. Now, that's about 50 miles west of my hometown, Memphis, Tennessee. It does look like this shooting is over. 2 officers have been wounded, is what we're told, and the suspect was killed. So that's what I'm hearing right now. It does look like it's over. Officers are trying to secure the area. We do know witnesses inside the Walmart heard around 12 gunshots. So again, 2 police officers are wounded and the suspect is down. So it appears to be over, but I will keep you updated on that. Let's go to the desk and see what our hosts are chatting about. Hey guys, I know you've been following that Walmart shooting. It does appear to be over.
Oh,
so
good.
They are trying to secure the scene right now.
I did want to say, Naomi wrote, "OMG, I didn't know Cynthia Erivo could sing. She was amazing." If you didn't know that, she's a Tony, I believe, award-winning actress. That woman is going to have an EGOT before I sneeze. And she's also in The Outsider, which is this Jason Bateman, Stephen King.
I watched that last night.
Isn't she great?
I am up. I love that show.
I love it.
It's on HBO. It's an adaptation of a Stephen King.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's a mini-series. It's really good.
It's really good.
It's kind of like a sci-fi, but not really.
Yeah, I like it because there is like a science not
Yeah,
science, but it's not. I like shows where there are rules.
I was gonna say the rules.
I don't like when people die and come back to life.
Yeah.
Or people can jump off a building and live.
Yeah.
Once that happens, like I'm out. That's why I like the Fast and the Furious, like the last couple of ones. I'm like, all right, dude.
You're just flying in your car now.
Submarine is chasing you. It's like, all right.
So, Tori, I have something to tell you. My friend who's a fashion director at Fashion Week right now I said, who's your favorite Oscar dress? She said, Kristen Wiig, Janelle Monáe.
I hate it. Now, Janelle Monáe was awesome. If you guys didn't see, Kristen Wiig looked like a lasagna. It was like, but Brie Larson.
And now I'm looking at this like, man.
My Lord. You know who I didn't like? Olivia, the one at the end, Coleman, who won Best Actress last year. But I thought Jane Fonda looked beautiful.
What did you not like about it?
What?
About Olivia's outfit.
It had poofs here, and then things here, and then like holes
Doing too
here.
much.
What's going on?
Yeah,
but she
you like
always
simple, classic.
Yeah, I thought Renee Zellweger. I hated her speech, but loved her dress.
I thought Regina King was really good.
I hated her speech. Welcome back to DBL. It's time for Fifth Host, and celebrities got political at one of the biggest nights in entertainment. Let's take a look at that.
Just driving here tonight and seeing the terrible homeless problem in LA.
Thank you, Chris. So many stars.
Whether we're talking about gender inequality or racism or queer rights or indigenous rights or animal rights, we're talking about the fight against injustice.
They told me I only have 45 seconds up here, which is 45 seconds more than the Senate gave John Bolton this week.
That was a good little move there. DBL Nation, though, are politics ruining award shows for you? You guys are writing in like crazy. Lindsay, go ahead.
Okay, Kyle from Facebook says, if Trump can use his platform to criticize Americans for their religious beliefs at a prayer breakfast, celebrities can use their platform to criticize the government. Listen, I think, what's the point of working hard to have a platform if you can't use it? Go ahead, be free, young man and women.
There we go. All right, Sarah from Facebook says, the night is about the best films of the year, not politics. They should play off anyone who feels the need to rant about politics. Save it for Twitter. But are you watching, are you following that celebrity when it comes to their Twitter? So like you said, they're using that platform. And again, I reiterate, if they can play political ads during the Super Bowl, because I want to watch J-Lo, not any type of campaign speech or anything, then you should be able to do it wherever you want.
J-Lo was so good when she was Shakira.
Yes, she was. Shakira.
All right. Marley from YouTube says, I think celebrities have the perfect platform to bring about change. I encourage them to use their voice to speak for marginalized communities. Marley, I just encourage anybody to use your voice any way that you want. I don't think because you're a good actor, you lose your ability to speak politically and vice versa. I don't care if you repair old garbage trucks. You should also have a political platform and be able to speak your mind. As long as you are a citizen or a citizen of the world, you should be able to have your say.
Well said. Well, MJ from Facebook says, this is exactly why I quit watching all award shows. It's no longer about the art or the awards. You know what's so ironic? I studied freedom of speech so much in college, and the arts is all about uncensoring people, right? But people want to just censor the artists for speaking about what they want to talk about. Right. There should be no censorship on anything. The arts is about what you believe and your creativity, and that's what should come out. So I think it's entirely hypocritical to love art and then try to censor the people who made it.
Also, art imitates life, right? So a lot of the best movies that we talk about, like Selma and things that have won awards in the past, are about terrible things that have happened, and they're talking about terrible things that they disagree with. So it's kind of like you said, one and the same.
Yeah, I agree. Well, let us know if you disagree. MJ certainly did. We'll talk to MJ as soon as we go to break. Coming up on DBL, our fashionista Stephanie Jones has a lowdown on the best and worst red carpet looks. See if you agree with her picks coming up next.
February is Black History Month, and DBL is honoring Black leaders who paved a way for future generations of Americans. Today, we honor Claudette Colvin. 9 months before Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white passenger, 15-year-old Claudette Colvin did the same. While taking the bus home from school, the driver ordered her to give up her seat, but Colvin refused and was arrested. She became the main witness in the court case that ended segregation on public transportation in Alabama.
Could someone be stealing?
Hi, DBL Nation, it's Kelly Schubert here with the DBL Digital team. As always, I'm tracking the breaking and trending news, but hey, right now it's cold in much of the country. I like to dream about a tropical place with an umbrella drink, laying out in my bathing suit, walking around, you know. Travel and Leisure is actually out with the best places to travel in February. So hey, if you're feeling spontaneous and want to take a trip, here are the places to go. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. That might be a little hard to get to this time of year. Lake Placid, New York. So that's in the Adirondacks in upstate New York. Great place to go. Next on the list is Telluride, Colorado. That's actually just up the road from here, from us here in Denver. About, what, 3 hours away, Travis? Not too far, 3 or 4 hours. Next on the list is Palm Springs. I've never been there, but I hear it's lovely. I'd love to go there this time of year, get a little sun, you know. And fifth on the list is Perth in Western Australia. So those are the top places to travel in February. And hey guys, once again, we've got our sandals contest, our sandals sweepstakes going on. It's our Be Mine sweepstakes, and it's actually running through February 25th, so you've still got time to apply. What you have to do is listen for the word of the day on our show every day. So we do it in every show. If you listen online, you'll hear the word of the day multiple times a day, so you'll get more chances. So all you have to do is go to dailyblastlive.com/sandals, and you're allowed 1 entry per day. We'll announce the winner on the show actually on February 26th, so you have until February 25th to apply. February 26th is the day we will announce it, and hey, this is with Sandals, luxury vacations. You get to pick anywhere in the Caribbean you want to go. Let us know where you'd want to go, and hey, listen up for that word of the day. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Well, it's a wrap on Hollywood's biggest night, but we still need to talk all about red carpet fashion. There's hello. Yeah. There is a lot to cover, so we need to get right over to Stephanie Jones. She has the Oscar fashion
All the popcorn.
roundup. Oh, she has all the popcorn.
I mean, I love the Oscars, but do I actually watch any of the movies? Heavens no! But the fashion, darling, I can't get enough of it. So 3 big trends dominated the night. The best color went to pink, from Regina King to Idina Menzel. Pink was the celebrity choice for the 2020 Oscars. The next trend I noticed was capes. Call it superhero chic because I saw more capes on the red carpet than I did at Comic-Con. There's Maya Rudolph, Brie Larson, and check this out. Well, Natalie Portman had a little message on hers. It was embroidered with the names of female directors that were snubbed by the Academy. How saucy, Miss Portman! And speaking of sending a message, sustainability was the 3rd big trend. Elizabeth Banks wore a dress from 2004, it was ages ago, and Jane Fonda's dress was from 2014. I'm just saying, I wear the same clothes all the time and none of you lot are patting me on the back for it. It's not fair. And coming up next, we've got to get to the meat and the potatoes, the best in the show, right? So Scarlett Johansson was looking like a bombshell in Oscar de la Renta. Seriously, it's a bit outrageous just how stunning she is. And then Janelle Monáe wore a Ralph Lauren dress, and holy moly, she looks like a goddess. It's like RuPaul meets Little Red Riding Hood. And apparently the dress took 600 hours to make, but it was worth it. And of course, Billy Porter made it to the best dress list. I mean, when doesn't he? His custom top and skirt looked a little bit like Big Bird, but in a good way. And then these next looks let me down so hard. Oh no. Laura Dern took home an Oscar for her acting, but not for what she was wearing, let me tell you. It looks like she's wearing a tassel bra. Darling, leave the burlesque look for the after party, honey. And her Little Women co-star, Saoirse Ronan, was not winning any gold men for this dress. It just looks ridiculous. The clash of print, the oversized fabric on her stomach. I don't even know what to say about it other than take it back. And lastly, Kristen Wiig. Oh my gosh, her hair, her makeup, she never looked better. But the dress, is it meant to be lasagna? Is it an ode to Red Lobster? I'm not sure, darling, but sack your stylist.
That was great.
What did you lot think? What did you like?
I liked Brie Larson's a lot, but I have to imagine, do you think Kristen Wiig doing best costume was like joking around with that outfit? Or Steph, do you think
no, I think
she liked it?
I think she liked it.
I thought it was lasagna.
I mean, her glam squad, let's be real, her hair, her makeup, honestly, for a lady in her mid-40s, just killing it. She's gorgeous.
Yes.
But the weird lobstery sides were just a bit tragic.
It made me hungry, though. I like it.
It did make me hungry for seafood. You're absolutely right. Steph, fantastic job. And we'll speak to you in the break about faves and not faves.
Yes.
It's a misses.
Couple misses.
Couple misses there. That's true. Well, we will be right back. Thanks, Steph.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
We're having a vote.
The team that helped write that piece. Ka-chow.
It was solid. That was an amazing piece.
Who was your favorite?
Janelle Monáe. That silver Red Riding Hood moment was incredible. Ralph Lauren, I just don't expect gowns like that in general from. And 600 hours to create that magical masterpiece.
I know,
my God.
it was worth it because if anyone can pull off something like that, it's her.
Yes, I saw her in concert live here, and those are the outfits she, like, it wasn't to that goddess gown extent, but those costumes are like, it's just what she wears. Big prints, fabulous designs, everything.
She's gorgeous.
Who was your favorite?
Oh, I really liked Scarlett Johansson. She looked amazing.
Yes.
Someone we didn't talk about was Renee Zellweger. She wore an off-the-shoulder, one-sleeve, like cream sequiny gown.
Yes. And that was everything. That sequin moment, just in general, really just put everything together. Off the shoulder is it's definitely more of a springtime feel. So sometimes I do get a little confused with that. Of course, they're in LA, right? Yeah. So they get summer all the time. However, the overall fabrication of it, it was just enough to show a little bit of skin without being too heavy at the same time.
I thought it was gorgeous. And what did you think as well? So Janelle Monáe had a red lip with the glitter. What did you think of that?
Oh, it's solid.
I'm gonna have to step out.
Yes, no biggie. That red lip is perfect because it really helps us create some type of anchor there. As you saw, there's so much glittery pattern. The sequins there can be really busy. So the makeup artist is really great to bring back that boldness right over here to neutralize the whole look. Another amazing thing that happened at the Oscars, Vivian Baker, she's a makeup artist that did Bombshell, won for that category. Absolutely phenomenal. She's really well known in the makeup community. She creates crazy amazing techniques in just what she did with the prosthetics alone for Nicole Kidman to create that look, and Charlize Theron. Oh, mind blown. So let us know what your guys' favorite moments were. That was one of mine coming from this cosmetic field because you gotta support your fellow makeup artists and all that good. We have a whole nother minute. Oh, dang. We can keep talking then. Come on back, Steph. So with that,
I had a slight coughing fit.
Yes.
You know, it is Monday. It is early. I don't normally come in this early, so my body's like, what's hit me?
What's going on now?
Yeah.
Now, Regina King. Now, Regina King's been controversial for some people. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like her hair. Yeah, I was gonna say, some people saying they didn't like her hair. I thought the whole look was phenomenal.
After party Kerry Washington. Oh my
now,
God.
after party looks should be a whole nother genre. I feel like
yes,
because
let's talk about that in another break.
Are freaking phenomenal. You have to tune in for those after party looks just because
maybe you could do a recreation of some of the makeup. That would be good, wouldn't it? Would you guys like to see that?
Maybe some red carpet glam. Maybe we'll try some out. Let us know what you guys want to see for the next day. Beauty Boss Life too.
Today's Sandals word of the day is bikini.
Remember when we could wear bikinis? It's like 2 feet of snow out here, isn't it?
Yeah, remember when your phone was still going while the show's on?
Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm posting to Insta Story. I'm so sorry. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. Al, what do we have?
All right, Tori, I want to get your opinion on this, actually.
Yes.
Our girl Naomi writes in and she says, I like the Oscars not having a host. What do you think about that?
I actually thought it went way better than before. If you don't know, in comedy, we do tag team sometimes. If you don't have an MC, you introduce, as soon as you're done, you introduce the next comic. I thought it went okay. I would have liked to host, though, for pacing.
Who would you want to host?
Steve Martin, Chris Rock, or my Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig were phenomenal, I thought.
Yeah, we can go back to
I
them.
thought Julie Louis-Dreyfus and Will Ferrell were pretty funny as well. But before we go on, I have to talk about the elephant in the room. Can we stop giving Billy Porter a pass with all these outrageous outfits?
Wow.
Y'all keep saying, oh, this is fashion. He's fierce. No, man. No.
Wow. You just threw down a gauntlet.
Jeray's jaw hit the floor.
We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow if Brandon's still here. Bye, guys.
Exactly.